That's right. You want the game, you play the game with the king. You play by the king's rules, you fill the king's taxes, and then, then we'll get the game. Yeah. Then we'll get the game. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to James, the Lesser Express Line, where we get you in and out as fast as possible starting off with DSP's, maybe his most delusional rant yet. Let's go.
The saddest thing about the whole scammer situation, if there was no negative stigma attached to you because of your longtime stalkers and detractors, people would listen to you more, and you'd have helped a lot more people, maybe other content creators, to avoid this situation. Yeah, this is what people don't realize is, oh, the memes, the jokes, the lulls, right? So what you did is for a decade, you made DSP the butt of your joke. And when you did that, you just...
It's been going on for probably, 14 years? He may have had a year, maybe possibly two, before people discovered him and went, wow, this guy sucks, started making fun of him. So it's been more than a decade, DSP.
Enjoyed my ability to ever help anyone on the internet because no one takes me seriously, right?
And who have you ever helped? When have you ever helped anyone? Ever in your life? Exactly, you never helped anyone.
Now, to some extent this year that did change, okay? And I'm happy for that. Really, I am. Like, I'm happy that now there are some people who listen and, it's I got a little bit of clout back, at least, okay?
No, you didn't. It's all in your head, DSP.
But when you make someone the laughing stock of the internet and you run with memes and you just make them a living meme even though they have nothing to fucking do with it.
There was an ad trying to edit it out.
Happens. Remember, before all that happened, I used to be someone who could make a video about an impending law or bill that was going to be passed in the United States that could very negatively affect a ton of people, and people would listen. I made that...
Dude, you are so delusional about SOPA Pippo. You had absolutely no influence on that. Do you think Mitch McConnell's like, oh, I'm going to vote for this. Wait a minute. Darkside Phil says this could be bad. God, I must rush to the Senate chamber and tell all the other senators, don't vote for this because Darkside Phil said don't to. Are you fucking kidding me, DSP? You really think you influenced George Bush, Obama, Mitch McConnell, Rand Paul? You really think you somehow your video got to Nancy Pelosi? Nancy Pelosi's like, take a sip of wine, do some insider trading. Wait a minute. Darkside Phil says this is bad. Better sit down my wine, cancel this order I was about to do, and go rush to the House chamber to make sure that no one votes for this. You really think that's what happened? God damn, you're fucking delusional.
Bill about SOPA, PIPA, S.97A, all that shit back in the day, over 10 years ago. Those videos got hundreds of thousands of views and got people talking about the subject. They got more people informed and involved and active in our government and to stop it, and none of that shit passed. And then, all of a sudden, oh, Phil's a joke because this is how you don't play.
Evil AJ ruined the world, guys. For Evil AJ, DSP could have saved the planet, guys.
Because of this reason or that reason. It's like, you pathetic fucking excuses for humans. Allow me to repeat myself. You pathetic fucking excuses for humans who thought that it was in everyone's best interest to try to make someone a living joke for decades.
They didn't have to do anything. You did it to yourself.
Who used to actually try to go out of their way to help people. But it's, as long as everyone can laugh at this meme that they recognize, that's cool. Forget about the fact that, I've been around for 16 years. I'm well informed on internet, gaming, YouTube issues.
You're not well informed on anything. You have just, within the past month, discovered RGB lighting. Something that's already, a decade old. Actually, older than that, but, it's been a decade since it became old news. A decade ago, RGB lighting was old news, and you've just, within the past month of this video being made, discovered it. For years, you pointed a camera at your TV while everyone else went on to direct capture. For years, people did custom shit, and you just now recently discovered, maybe I should try editing. I mean, a thing that people have been doing since the very beginning of YouTube.
Issues. I could definitely give informed takes and things like that.
No, you can't. You're literally a hermit who leaves the house maybe once a week, and probably not even then. Someone goes, I had to do running, guys. I had to run, do chores and errands. Where'd you go? Don't get into my personal life. You sat at home, played WWE Champions, and DoorDashed. You didn't leave the house that day. So he has gone weeks without leaving the house. But he's totally informed, guys.
Who cares about that, right? No. Instead, we have to laugh today collectively at something like a bunch of brain dead cows, sheep, have to have this herd-like mentality of just dunce-level intelligence. So let's just degrade DSP, even though he has stuff to say that could help people. Ignore all of it because, he's a joke, right? No, fuck you. You really mouth-drooling fucking morons. Because for a greater part of a decade, you're the ones who
But don't call his fans dense.
degraded human existence and fried everyone's fucking brain cells with your idiotic, just trivial shit. It's just so trivial, nonsensical garbage. But you got your lols, you got your laughs, right? You made a buck on the internet, right? Yeah, and now we're all dumb. Now look at the fucking world, right? Look at how stupid people are on the fucking internet. Because this is what
I would love to give him an IQ test to see how low he scores.
you did. You made a joke out of everything. So now here we are in the modern day, and I get approached by a scammer, all right? And I tell you guys about it. And thankfully, some people did
His chat told him, dude, that's a scammer. Don't click on those links.
listen. I'm happy that some people listen, and hopefully this helped avoid some people having their businesses, their livelihoods, their YouTube channels messed up. I really hope it did. But if I were anywhere near as big as I used to be, and people actually took me seriously rather than, oh, it's that guy, that joke on the internet that everyone makes fun of, probably I would have helped a lot more people. Do you understand?
This is the third time I've had to edit out an ad. DSP. It's not even 5 minutes. How do you have so many ads?
You got your lols for a decade, but now people have lost their livelihood, and I could have helped them, but you don't care. Well, maybe in the scope of things,
How's you crying, begging, wasting hundreds of $1,000s on gotcha games gonna help anyone?
you're the insignificant person who doesn't matter. Did you ever think about that? Just because you got to laugh for a decade at me, at my expense, right? You've fucked stuff up. You get it? Like, I could have been someone to help people with this kind of stuff. I would have liked to. I was at one point. But you just had to laugh. Well, now people have lost their livelihood and their YouTube channels. Is it funny? Are you laughing? What if it was you? Ha! And it's your fault. You're to blame. Any of you out there who just thought, let's make Phil the butt of the joke just to get a rise today and do this meme on the internet, it's your fault. Directly. Not even
It is our fault DSP couldn't stop 9/11. Good to know.
indirectly. It's directly your fault because you thought it was okay to try to destroy someone and their public, their reputation, public opinion about them. You just thought it was funny. There was no other reason to do it. You just thought it was funny. But you didn't think big. Instead, you thought in your own little brainless mouth drooler bubble that the memes of the internet and laughing at them is more important than big picture shit. So all during this time frame when the YouTube adpocalypse was happening and I had concrete data to show what was going on, everyone ignored me. During the time frame when YouTube
You mean when you called Machinima and said, give me more money or I'm leaving? Alright, bye. And they kicked you from the partner program? What information did you have? We've seen and heard that rant multiple times. You've never, guys, I had proof and evidence that could have saved YouTube. No. You just called him up, give me money. Where's all my money? We're working on it. Oh, no, do it now. We're working on it. No, now. If you don't give it to me right now, I'm leaving. Alright, bye, Felicia. And now there's an old meme.
was cracking down on copyright issues on YouTube. And everyone was having their videos content ID match. And I had all the data because I had tens of thousands of videos and I could help people. People ignored me. All these times when things
Where the fuck is this coming from? You've never made any mention of any of this.
could have been helped out or better. But, let's have a laugh today at DSP because, he had an incident in 2016 and he plays WWE champions, right?
Guys, a decade ago, they made fun of me. The May 1st, 2016 was 8 years ago. DSP, I get it. Time doesn't flow the same way for you as it does for everyone else. Time shifts and moves in a weird way around the Goutverse. But in the real world, 2016 was 8 years ago, not 10 years ago.
All right? So, in truth,
Take it
sorry for me, I'm about to drop a little holiday truth bomb on everyone. All right? Are you ready for this one? If I never existed, if I had never made a YouTube video, if I had never had any prominence on the internet, if I had never bothered turning on a camera, pointing at a TV, and doing really stupid commentary, if I had
You might still have friends. You would still be in Connecticut. You'd be working an office job. want to be panda or cat, but you might have gone with a lady from the office, or maybe, you know, on your way to work, you stop at the Starbucks, get yourself a snort bucks, and maybe after a while you get to know the barista and you ask her out, and now I have an office job, I have my own condo, and I didn't make waste this stupid fucking amount of money. So instead of blowing it on gacha and statues, I spent it on, you know, paying off my condo. Instead of going with a BMW, you went with a normal car in the first place. So again, you still have friends. Maybe different friends, but you'd still have friends. You'd have a completely different life. Instead, you're in Seattle, crying and begging after declaring bankruptcy because you couldn't afford the life that you built because of YouTube and Twitch and Blip TV and Patreon, Streamlabs, Teespring. I'm trying to think of all the things he's made money off of over the years. I think that's it.
I never made tens of thousands of videos. All right? Here's the truth.
Here's the truth. I'd be making fun of Low Tier God more, or Wings more, or maybe I'd be more focused on RTU. There's plenty of locales in the sea, DSP. You're not the only one.
Tons of people never would have been YouTubers. Tons of content never would have been made. People wouldn't have been inspired to do what they did. And the world would be a very different place. Okay? If I never existed, a lot of positive things never would have happened on this planet. Whether direct
Duty would be just like me, making fun of Low Tier God, or RTU, or Wings, or Boogie, or completely different locale out there. If he decided to make videos. But you know what? Maybe you're right, DSP. Maybe no RTU and Boogie fucking around just wouldn't be enough to get Duty's interest, so he just want to make videos. Plenty of other people would. Wings, the Redemption would still have his whole core group of people making fun of him. And maybe others would join. Instead of making fun of DSP, they make fun of RTU.
directly or indirectly as a result of my actions, my existence has actually prominently impacted the internet and life, quite frankly.
That is the 5th fucking ad.
I'm happy and proud of that fact, that at least my existence on the internet has had a positive impact on so many. All those people who made negative memes about me for the last decade to get a joke, to get a laugh, literally, if those people never existed, they'd have zero impact on anything. Zero. The whole mentality of this groupthink nonsense is just that. It's nonsense. Oh, jokes on for joke's sake, and it's all just jokes. Yeah, but at what expense? What did you do? You fucked with the fabric of how things worked.
Duty and Evil AJ have destroyed the fabric of reality. This is why I wanted to cover this with you guys. Duty, Evil AJ, Senzo Kojima, myself, GTG, we have destroyed the fabric of reality because we made fun of him.
Because you wanted to have a memeable existence for 10 fucking years. You know?
Again, closer to 14, if not 15.
You guys you're out of your minds. But again, it's you look in the mirror and you don't want to acknowledge that. You sat on the internet for 10 years, turning DSP into a joke. But what if
I've only been making fun of him for about 6. And Duty's been doing it for like, what, 2 years?
you've done it yourself? Right? These people who are full-time DSP detractors, who would they be without me? In a day,
They'd be full-time Wings detractors, or Boogie detractors, or RTU, or LTG. Again, there's plenty of locales in the sea.
when I decide not to turn on my camera or not to broadcast, they have nothing to do in life.
Let's see. On Saturday, you didn't stream. You know what I did? Went to work, then went to my mom's, picked her up, went out to my sister's, had Christmas stuff, then took my mom back home. You know what's going to happen on the next day that you have off? Christmas? I'll be spending it with my dad's side of the family. You know what you're going to do with the next day off, which probably I think is Saturday again? I'll be watching college football with my friends after work. The days that you don't stream is a break for me. I get to go out and do other stuff. I get to do out more. Let's continue.
They actually depend on me for them to have some kind of a meaningful existence. Get it? So, as much of a joke that you wanted to make me out to be for 10 years, but you wanted to think about what might have happened in the last 10 years if I was actually able to add to interesting topics, actually be respected for my opinions, Gamergate, all these journalistic controversies that have happened that I've been very vocal about. I don't like how journalism has handled gaming in the last 10 years, but no one
You're mad that they get game review codes and you don't because you're a toxic piece of shit.
listens to me, right? All these things that have come to fruition that I predicted would happen and they have. Gaming now is all so fucking milquetoast and done just for the money because people just take back.
He says as he's, guys, the king's tax. We're only $122 away from the king's tax being hit, guys. Don't you want to hit the next goal? Come on, guys. We're only $122 away, guys. Guys, give me money.
Ads and run, get paid sponsorships and shit like that. How the biggest YouTuber is Mr. Beast, the fakest motherfucker on the planet who just exploits children left and right. These are things I called out a decade ago.
Children? Pretty sure everyone on his stuff is usually adults, if not always adults. Except for when he's doing something like, oh, hey, I donated money to Cancer's Children Foundation. Or Children's Cancer Foundation. Now, a lot of them wanted to meet me as a Make-A-Wish thing, so I'm going to go meet them. But I guess, yeah, sometimes he does have kids in his content. But he's not exploiting them. Is John Cena exploiting children when he grants a wish? No? Then shut the fuck up, DSP.
Ago. Get it? I did. I predicted all this would fucking happen, but everyone just wanted to laugh at DSP for a decade. Good for you. I hope you like the present. I hope you're enjoying the existence of, you know, how everything went in culture, on the internet, all this shit. I hope you like where you are right now.
Guys, the world would have world peace and there'd be no homelessness or starvation in the world except you mess with DSP. If it weren't for evil AJ, all the serial killers in the world would have never killed anyone. If it weren't for the Sons of Kojima, guys, all these people would be living better lives. All these kids with cancer, no one would have gotten cancer, but no. GTG put on a sharp suit and started Snortbucks Company, and so now children get cancer. If it weren't for them, all those kids would be cancer-free. Are you fucking kidding me, DSP?
And all of you who are so dependent on me to get any kind of attention for yourself, I hope you like the fact that you have to be a DSP parasite for the rest of your fucking existence because you have no actual value on this planet outside.
The day you go to jail for tax evasion in 2025, knock on wood, I just going to RTU. LTG. Boogie. Wings. Locale Live. The Queen's Locale whatever. Cyrax. Like, there's plenty of other fish in the sea. Johnny Somali, anyone?
Side of sucking blood from me. Nothing but a mosquito, and one day you're going to get swatted.
Alright, enough of that rant. Now we're going to talk about Argentina, guys. Argentina, help! Now, part 2 of the video is Argentina makes a return. Let's watch.
Enjoy your 6 years of hard work to give them free content to put advertisements on and monetize and make money on. They'll love that, okay? They'll gladly take a bunch of your revenue when it comes to super chats or memberships, things they
30%. They take 30%.
love that, okay? They want you to get YouTube Red, right? Or that's not YouTube Red anymore, it's YouTube Premium. So, you know, you
Which DSP has.
avoid ads on the site, right? But the moment that you need their help, it's like, who are you? We've only taken hundreds of...
They only get billions of videos uploaded a month. Billions. Carl Sagan, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, billion. You are nothing, DSP. If Mr. Beast personally had an issue, they might try to work with him on it. T-Series, or I think it's called, from India, they'd probably get some help. UDSP, not a chance. Again, billions of videos every month. Billions between live streams, shorts, regular videos. You are nothing. You're not even a minnow in a pond. You're not even a drop of water in an ocean. You're literally a single particle upon an atom somewhere in the universe. That is how tiny and insignificant you are. Mr. Beast is the sun. You are a quark that makes up part of an atom somewhere in the Andromeda system. You are nothing.
thousands of dollars from you over the years. Who are you? Never heard of it, you know? Now, maybe if you were a ginormous YouTuber making bajillions of dollars a week on ad revenue and stuff, then they're gonna take action, right? But normal people just don't get help. We don't. I've tried so
Normal. Over 200,000 subs. But he's totally normal, guys.
many times with YouTube to explain things to them, malicious things. Dude, I contacted YouTube about the whole Argentinian membership thing, how people were using VPNs to buy Argentinian memberships and give them to channels, not just mine, but prominent YouTube channels getting these gifted memberships that are worth
Mind you, he can't actually name any. Can't name a single other channel but him.
nothing. So it says you got 100 members and you made 5 cents, right? YouTube not only refused to even understand what I was saying, but then insisted that I didn't know what I was talking about and said that I was being rude.
What? DSP was being rude? No, never.
But I'm showing you the evidence. I'm literally showing you the date when the memberships came in. I'm showing you how this person who obviously doesn't live in Argentina did it, violated the system, and I'm showing you how this can ruin YouTube channels.
First of all, how do you know they don't actually live in Argentina? They could. I mean, they don't, but they could. They could very well be living in Argentina. You have no proof that they don't, other than it's an evil, dirty detractor troll. It's got to be one of them. It's got to be the evil AJs or Sons of Kojimas coming after me again. But you have no evidence of that. Nothing to prove that they're not from Argentina. Also, what's the issue? If someone showed up during my Stalker 2 live stream on Monday and went, haha, here's some Argentinian subs, dropped 1,000 subs, the only way that ruins me is, fuck, that's a lot of emojis I gotta make. Gotta remember to post Discord. Ooh, if that happened, my Discord would be popping. I have to remember to actually have a Discord. There's a lot of times I'll go 2-3 days without using it because I forget I actually have Discord. So yeah, someone showed up and dropped 1,000 Argentinian subs and I got 5 cents for it. Great. I don't need the money. But A, Discord would be popping and holy shit, that's going to be a lot of emojis to make. I'd have to probably do polls like, alright guys, you're members now. What would you like to see as emojis? What would it keep you from going from gifted to becoming a paid member? Or just whatever. What would you like to see as emojis? I gotta make 37 of them now because I got 1,000 subs dropped on me. That'd be fantastic. And mind you, DSP doesn't make his emojis. He does nothing for his channel. He's got that Darziak dragging guy we made fun of earlier. Does all the work for him. He has absolutely nothing to do with any of it. Nothing. At all. So what does he care if he gets 1,000 Argentinian subs? Other than, guys, I thought I was going to get this much money. I blew the money right away. I was supposed to be getting like $3 per sub and I only got $3, guys. Don't you know, I just spent $3,000 on WWE Champions. I'm fucked. Well, then maybe make sure you got the money before you spend it on WWE Champions. Just saying.
And you're going to tell me I'm a liar to my face.
Yes, because you are.
That's just how they operate. It's pretty sad. So be careful, man, because if you get wrapped up in a scam.
You mean giving money to you? That's what I thought. All right, guys, this video is extra long. Happy Monday. Holy shit, we're almost here for Christmas. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.